did you think this record is going to be big and dirty and deeper?
Not really. I think we knew that we wanted to take a bit more time and consider it all a bit more this time. And I think we were more sort of confident in the that the identity of the band would remain intact even if you did go and work with Josh in the desert.
You recorded it in Joshua Tree. Did that add an element of spooky mystery, rock history, legends, myths?
I think it were like we didn't write any songs while we were there, so it probably had less of an influence on the actual songs, but I think how they sounded was a lot to do with where we were.
When we got there, it really did feel special and like nothing we'd ever experienced before. Now it feels like we're getting somewhere.
Simon Armitage recently said that you were one of the most poetic lyricists writing today, which is praise indeed. He described the world of the first records, the first two records, as a kind of pot and pans world. But in this record, are the lyrics different? Is it more kind of third person? Is it more stories than...
I feel like it's probably more personal, if anything, this one, perhaps because it's sort of shrouded in a bit more mystery and for that reason feels like you can get away with putting your feelings in there.
Basically, where was your head at with the new album? Because I've heard that you're listening to a lot of Cream and a bit of Hendrix and stuff.
Yeah.
Was it kind of hairy? Is that the sort of theme through it?
I think, yeah, all that the stuff you sort of just mentioned kind of came like back out a little bit. Like from when you first sort of pick your guitar up, I feel like you automatically kind of gravitate towards Jimi Hendrix. Like with this, in the sort of approach to this album, it kind of got those records back out and got into them in a different way, I suppose. Like
in what way?
Like perhaps just now being a little bit better at playing, you kind of just appreciated it kind of in a slightly more.
It's good to have them influences, but you can still take your own thing from it by, you know, not by ripping it off.
If there was anybody out there who you could nominate as somebody that our viewers should check out, who would it be? This
fella, he's called Jake Thackeray, and he's a Yorkshireman, and is a very humorous, lyrical style. Yeah, and like but terrific songs. But like yeah, the words are a craft.
I suppose something that we weren't that aware of that we got introduced to while we were in Desert's a good one, like Rocky Erickson, stuff that weren't with 13th floor elevators, you know, like, and that were kind of a good thing for us to get introduced to, so it's probably nice to pass that on. What was the first record that ever really blew your mind?
In school, I always felt like our thing was the Roots Maneuver record, Run Come Save Me. I always felt like that was like our thing in school. I loved his like lyrics on that. Getting into John Cale recently, like.
What do you love about him?
I suppose initially, yeah, the words on that tune, fear. He's like, fear is a man's best friend, and if you add it up, it brings you down. So yeah, we should just shut up about it.
Okay.